Really? Oh man. It ain't not a thing to make a song. Yeah. It ain't not a thing to make a song. All we gotta do is get along. Yeah. All we gotta do is get along. It ain't not a thing to make a song. Yeah. It ain't not a thing to make a song. All we gotta do is get along. Yeah. All we gotta do is get along. Today, what I want to talk about is warfare tactics. I want to talk about people that ignore they stink in the atmosphere with an attitude. And they keep on with fake attitudes. Because it's like, I promise you, it's so simple. If you don't give a word a great definition, there's no reason why you can be mad at anybody. Okay? If someone said, boy, you is ugly. Do you get what I'm saying? If someone said, boy, you a bitch. It's like, you feel me? If anybody calls you a name and they mad you don't fit their description, you feel me? It's a whole warfare. Because as I speak right now, you feel me? So the problem is, I'm the legendary Green Ranger, okay? I'm the legendary Green Ranger that nobody likes because I do everything authority does, okay? I am the role model of authority. So when someone's rude to me, it's because they got their ass whooped by me. So, people get their ass whooped by me because I'm the bouncer and people don't listen to me being the bouncer. So niggas get their ass whooped and then bounce, and then they hear how fun it was that they didn't get bounced in musical chairs, and then they start riding my wave. You feel me? So that's why I got on here, because this is Kemet. You feel me? This been from ancient times. You feel me? Niggas, you feel me? Niggas wouldn't be able to have this whole threshold of clout to try to stop me from saying something if it hasn't been a millennium. You feel me? If it's only been 25 years, no one would have this build of clout to stop someone with such a prestige that I have. So that's why, like I said, I came on here to talk about warfare. Because, people is like, oh, he's this, he's that, he's this. But when did he go do that to prove this? When did he go do that and prove this? When did he go do that and prove this? And then, that's too much sauce happen. And, like I said, this has been for millennium. This has been this hasn't been the first deja vu or nothing. So, what I'm dealing with, you feel me? Like I said, I'm known as a bouncer. You feel me? You feel me? I'm known as the Spider-Man. I'm known as the Green Ranger. I'm known as the Tarzan. You feel me? This bitch won't shut the fuck up. Like, bitch, I'm the only person in the world that can't have a personality. I'm the only person in the goddamn world that can't have a personality. I'm the only person in the goddamn world. The only person in the goddamn world that can't have a personality. The only person in the world. The only person in the goddamn world that can't have a personality. The only person. The only fucking person in the goddamn world that can't have a personality. The only fucking person. The only person. The only person. The only person in the goddamn world that can't have a personality. The only person. The only person in the goddamn world. The only person in the goddamn world that can't have a personality. Like, shut the fuck up. I'm the only person in the goddamn world that can't have a personality. The only person. The only person. But guess what? Why can't I have a personality? Because everybody wants to be me. I could tell everybody about their FBI files. Now everybody wants to try to read people and stereotype them. I could tell everybody about what will make them happy. Now everybody tries to figure out someone's tendencies. I can beat anybody's ass and come back like I didn't leave. Now everybody wants to talk like my thoughts kill people. I'm the only person in the goddamn world that can't have a personality. The only person in the goddamn world that couldn't have went to the military at that time. Go so hard that he don't retire but can walk around like he retired. I'm the only person in the goddamn world that can't do that. Anybody else in the world? Especially with me being a goddamn... Everybody else can say my lifestyle, but I can't say my lifestyle. So like I'm saying, this is a millennium deja vu. This is Galactic Patrol deja vu. This is a whole lot, you feel me, of shit, you feel me, because I'm the only person in the goddamn world that can't have a personality, alright? The only person. The only person. Everybody else, you feel me? I'm the only person in the goddamn world that can't quietly walk around in the world and give his dividends. Everybody else, if they quietly walk in the world and give their dividends, it's copyrighted. But if I quietly give my dividends, I have to worry about people trying to steal my swag. Guess what this bitch is waiting for people, and it's obvious. It's obvious. It's so fucking obvious. Because how many times did I say I'm the only person in the goddamn world that can't have a personality? You feel me? Let me go back to somewhere. You feel me? Everybody's gonna be checking off yes, no, that's harsh, yes, no. And then we're gonna have a pool of people that don't give a fuck, and the pool of people that confirm you guys are just jealous of his personality. But wait a minute. We are grown. So if the goddamn wilderness is just not having people confirm I can't have a personality, then okay then. Because guess what? My personality ain't that. My personality ain't that. My personality ain't that. My personality is what you guys are trying to be. So guess what? If y'all some fuck niggas, I'm the number one fuck nigga. But I'm the only person in the goddamn world that can't have a personality. The only person. I'm the only person in the goddamn world that can't have advanced technology. I'm the only person in the goddamn world that can't be incognito. I'm the only person in the goddamn world that if 1 + 1 = 2 cannot say 1 + 1 = 2. The only person. Niggas try to defy physics and etc. The only person now. The only person. It's like this. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear how that makes noise? Now you hear the feedback off of it making noise? That's people following. Okay? That wasn't me not happy to hear this shit goddamn. This bitch said, nobody's following me, but replied. Do you get what I'm saying? I am the only person in the goddamn world that can't live in the world. Why? Because of warfare tactics. Man, fuck spiritual. I don't give a fuck what y'all. It's all the above. Okay? I'm the only person in the goddamn world that can't talk about his personality. Do you know how stupid that is for who I am? Guess what? Guess what, y'all? I wasn't talking about none of that prestige. I was talking about being humble. I'm the only person in the goddamn world that can't talk about his personality. I didn't bring up nothing that I'm known for. I didn't bring up being a fighter. I didn't bring up, but no one's following me. Then why did we just hear a whole echo of me being lethal? And I'm talking about being humble. Okay, so it's that simple. All right, it's that simple. It's that simple. It's that simple. People is waiting for me. Me talking about I'm the only person that can't bring up my personality. People is waiting for me to bring up the examples that are echoing in the atmosphere. You you gotta get how badly I am causing confusion in the world. Do y'all get what I'm saying? That's how you know that I am lethal, because I am Babylon. Okay? I am Babylon. But guess what? I didn't make my city be the description of trash. So, people come to Babylon over and over again. People say Babylon is gorgeous. But the people that see the Green Ranger instead of Babylon are the niggas telling me I don't have a personality. Been this cold from the get-go. Okay? So, yeah, let me tell you. If I didn't do none of this stuff, we would not be like, forest is the jungle. Industrial, concrete. We wouldn't do that. We'll say, this whole shit is the jungle. I like to be in the forest. You feel me? We wouldn't be like, jungle city. We would be like, this whole shit is the jungle. That's how badly I can't have a personality. Okay? Okay. So, it's that simple, alright? It's so many war. People is waiting for me to talk about what's echoing in the atmosphere. I already said it's too much sauce. It's that simple. That's called popularity. I'm the only person in the goddamn world that can't have a personality because I'm militant. And I've been militant for years. But guess what? When you go hard, it's for a reason. People don't stop going hard after they made it off of the concrete of the rose. The rose wants to become a tree. The tree wants to become a forest. The forest wants to have animals. It doesn't go concrete. If the rose don't make it through, then ha ha ha, the rose make it through. Oh, the rose want to be a tree. Well, let's make sure the rose don't become a tree. Ha ha ha. Oh, the rose is the tree. The rose became a tree. Oh, the tree trying to become a forest. Let's let the tree not become a forest. Ha ha ha. Oh, animals is coming through. Oh, let's try to stink on animals so they can't find the pathway to the forest. Ha ha ha. Okay? I'm the only person that can't have a personality. The only person. Niggas want me to talk about what I've been talking about for years. Because they have to finally admit it, because I oversaturated the situation. And saying that stupid shit after I oversaturate the situation puts them nowhere near how stupid they just was and was fine with it. Like, people's being so goddamn stupid that they're killing themselves, so they have to be smarter. Like, there's too much sauce. That's too much sauce. Crossing over foes till the ball boy get the flow. There's too much sauce. Hey, I got too much sauce. There's too much sauce. That's too much sauce. You feel me? There's nothing to explain. It's the obvious, and people going backwards in the obvious. So it's this simple. Someone that stinks don't care that they stink. They keep trying to put their whiffs around me. So like I said, I'm sorry, this is roach here that got caught. Like I said, everything's been elaborated on, okay? Ain't no way that I just do one or two things with how I've always been, and then it's like, okay, now he can admit what I always admitted it. Now you can leave me alone. So once again, I'm the only person that can't have a personality. You feel me? Then once they notice that I'm not trying to show my personality to them, I'm the only person that can't claim this. And then when they notice I'm not trying to show that prestige to them, I'm the only person that can't claim this. And then once they see that I'm not trying to show that experience, I'm the only person that can't claim. All the way to niggas telling me to shut up. And I'm the authority. But because I'm not trying to be a goddamn Harlem Globetrotter, they erase the consequences of starting something with somebody in general. If you start something with someone in general, you have to worry about their whiplash. For example, if you was at the Carbine and everybody was like, oh, the Patriots, Bill Belichick has say so. And then you talk about the Patriots need you, you feel you. You talk about I'm exceptional in ETC. See, Belichick isn't childish. So then you try to use that Belichick isn't childish, that he'll still pick you up through your shit talking. And this is the propaganda they try to put on Cam Newton. And when you was talking, you was showing all your holes. You feel me? But you wanted the benefit of doubt because you knew Belichick is a good coach. All you did was help Belichick's clout of being able to coach anybody. Now, if you was raving about going to the Patriots and then the Patriots don't get you, and now you hate Belichick, you have to deal with the Patriots. You cannot just hate somebody because they're popular. You have to treat them just like you would treat them if they wasn't popular and you would never know them. So it's that simple. You feel me? If you're in front of an owner and you act a fool in front of the owner because you see the clout that the owner has. So you saying the owner has no choice. This is what the owner has to do. And clout, you feel me? Because in the end, people get through clout slowly. To know that this is not about dictatorship. Because there's nothing that for it to be like, bro, if y'all keep talking about me, I'll kill you. That is nothing to do. So, it's that simple. It's not that hard to see who I am, of why you can't be rude to me. You feel me? It's so simple. If I'm not going to tell you, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to put you through the whole resume of what it means. Because you had enough common sense to threaten me, I'm going to hold you to that common sense. So, the problem is, people want the benefit of doubt for copying somebody. I've been inspired by people, but I've never, in that description, copied somebody. Okay? Listen, I don't care. You feel me? This is how adults sound when they put their foot down. People are always going to say an adult that isn't childish is loud, is rude, is blunt. We already know this. Then why aren't we respecting? If we already know this, why aren't we respecting? Okay? Because in the end, I don't want to hear you talking about this is painful. Just like I don't want to hear you saying you already know this, I don't want to hear you saying ouch. If you already know it, take the ass whooping. Do y'all get what I'm saying with clout? I already know if I don't get a job, or I don't learn how to do construction work, or I don't know how to do nothing on myself, I will die. So I don't need a soap opera. No one's following me. Then what the fuck? There should be a whole gasp in the air. A whole gasp in the air. Of nothing. Of nothing. There shouldn't be, I'm worrying about what I'm going to do next. I don't give a fuck about you need that bubble. You feel me? To think. I don't care. Stop thinking about me. Do not use me as an example to shoot for the stars. Okay? Ain't no goddamn way that if I didn't call out this subject, this wouldn't sound loud. So it's this simple. This is a millennium of deja vu. Ain't no goddamn way. No way. Y'all had, or for the y'all wanting benefit of doubt that is never going to be given, would be on this pedigree of stupidity if it wasn't deja vu. If this was the first rodeo, y'all wouldn't be this pedigree of stupid. Y'all would be a lot more or less stupid. A lot more or less stupid. A lot. Y'all have a lot more memory space. And guess what? Y'all filled y'all memory space up with deja vu. Okay? So it's this simple. I already made a video about the shot heard around the world. Everybody already knows. Okay? Everybody already knows. You feel me? I already talked about people following me since Snellville. And guess what? Snellville was talking shit about going to Sandy Springs. So we in Sandy Springs, like Snellville ain't still talking shit. And guess what? Sandy Springs is talking shit about Norcross. And guess what? Norcross was talking shit about Snellville. Do y'all get how stupid we are for this to be deja vu? Okay, so it's this simple. It's that simple. When you are in a war with somebody, you feel me? It's war. I don't give a fuck. Talking about, you can, listen. You can talk about, yeah, I just killed him. And then I pull up and kill you. What the fuck does saying you killed me mean? So look, check this. Egypt, right? Egypt, Greek, Romans, to where we at? Egypt. Medieval times, then Egypt, then Kemet, then all the way to here. So it's like this. Medieval times, swordsmen walked around telling people, you don't know, but once I check off everything that you're not ignorant, you're just a walking corpse of Akashic records. So, let's go to the ancestors and see who they are, because that was a long time ago. Okay. That was when war was. Then Egypt and Kemet came. In the hiding of Kemet, the banning of people going to Kemet and Pangea, we don't give the facts of mirages. World War I was a mirage because it was a bunch of people talking about getting their ass whooped for millennium of time. For eternity. You feel me? Speed up the clock, sped past people, and got them out of the world. You feel me? For eternity. And got their ass whooped so much that they knew what pain was coming. So they started talking about what the pain was to the person causing the pain. So they started talking about what the pain was to the person causing the pain. Like I said, if you in war with somebody talking about you feel me, you ain't got no weapons. You ain't got no land. So you talking about, oh, you don't got no land. You don't got no weapons. Ain't nobody following you. And stuff like that. And then the person come in and kill them. Smite them kill them, smite them, kill them, smite them, kill them, smite them, kill them, smite them to eternity, until there's a whole plane where people could be in that same world. And other people be in grave shift of knowing, well, when this was medieval time and we confirmed everything, you knew you wasn't living. So it doesn't change. That the medieval people worked so hard that they didn't retire, but they can live their life. So the next generation came and people was like, oh, you look just like your ancestor. And then the ancestor came and put them through World War One. Because telling them, saying, don't you talk to my kid, wasn't going to do shit. So they brought them, they whooped their ass for another eternity. Gave them a whole visualization of, bitch, you how you gonna say my descendant look like me? Bitch, that, you feel me? And I'm speaking their common sense now. I'm not saying what the ancestor just was beating their ass like, look at all of this clout you got to comprehend. Don't talk to my people. That's all. If the ancestor did say something, would have, you feel me? Because in the end, the ancestor is saying use common sense. When you don't bother me, I don't get my ass beat. When you bother me, okay, you feel me? It's that simple. You feel me? That visualization. So that being said, they be like, oh, you look just like your aunt. And then they get their ass beat through all the answers to show how much calculus he was doing when he was beating their ass. You feel me? To give them the comprehension of the story, the high story, the history, the social studies of don't mess with other people's family. And people do it still. And you feel me? All of the Akashic records of what's going to happen is filed. You feel me? Now it's about people calibrating the world. You feel me? Now, you feel me? People that do what I just say as a feat, as an accomplishment, is to calibrate the world. You feel me? That's called money. Okay? That's called money. So there's two people on the level of go work for a boss and learn how to be your own boss. But people don't grow past that pedestal. Talk shit inside of that samsara, that pyramid scheme, and stay at that rank. And then there's people from the beginning that the military was that came formed, and they keep saying the military is making new technology. Duh. So, you know, simple math is, from the first time people said the military is making new technology, and there's questionnaires, to the time now people can't fathom what's getting made, people can live to eternity. So when people be like, how old do you expect to live? They is roasting themselves for having a ego. They is roasting themselves for not being mature enough to survive in the world and build on their own. Because if the military can survive in the world and not attack people for fun, anybody can survive in the world and not attack someone for fun. Okay? So when you hear this, because I'm somebody that thinks like that. So if there's a whole goddamn propaganda around me about, oh, I'm withering away, that's not me talking. Okay? If there's a whole goddamn whisper of what I comprehend, that's not me talking. If you get lost in the whispers of people acting like me, that's not my fault. Because I damn sure know I see those people. I damn sure know I do. I damn sure know. Like I said, if I didn't, the whole world would be in a labyrinth of confusion. People will learn how to survive in that confusion. But there will be a mirages of times. So y'all, you feel me? It's that simple. Okay? So, you know, I got on here because it is oversaturating about something, because people don't want to stop and ponder, wait, that means he was right. No, people is trying to keep using their instincts to hold on to how stupid they was for holding on to what they was just holding on to. And we is just riding that domino effect to calibrating to the schedule of the world. Okay? Now, the domino effect from Norcross in Sandy Springs talking this shit, you feel me? Because it's deja vu. Should have been enough to Norcross talking shit about Snellville, and it was deja vu, to Snellville talking shit about, and it's deja vu. So, you know, it's simple. I'm cold. I'm the only person that can't have a personality. I'm the only person that can't pat itself on the back and be protected. I'm the only person in the world now. The only person in the world that doesn't want attention, but the second he gets ownership of shit, that's causing attention. That's saying you want attention. I'm the only person in the world that can't accomplish a feat and then live in the accomplishment without people trying to rob it. I'm the only person in the world that can't go there and enjoy the back streets to the front streets, to the front streets to the back streets, and go there and enjoy the back streets to the front streets, to the front streets to the back streets. The only person now, I'm the only person that can't be that in tune to, well, I'm the only person that in tune to the military. So I'm the only person that can't have a personality because I'm not someone that don't do nothing. So, you know, everybody in the goddamn world is talking about me. Everybody. And I'm doing the normal. Let me sit down and listen. And people are walking around talking about some, that don't make me that. No, it don't. You feel me? That bad. That bad. It's that goddamn bad. It's that goddamn bad. That goddamn bad. Listen, the military is there as a 911 call, okay? You feel me? when you be like the FBI, CIA, all that is watching, they are under the military. The military is watching. So look, I do a lot of military things. Okay? Exhibit A. Somebody tried to go inside the drawer. Got they shit sent. Right? Military, what would y'all rank that? Okay. Then open the drawer. Right under them getting themselves sent. Talking about they see themselves. But guess what? They tried to do the I can't have a personality thing. That gives me all rights to okay. So now the next clout is the world is about networking. Okay? When I go to a business, people pray I don't talk to the owner. You feel me? Quote unquote owner. Wherever, anytime I go to a business, people pray that I do not talk to the quote unquote owner. Or someone that understands who I am and cycled in. People pray. Life is about networking. People pray that I don't get the title owner. They pray. They goddamn pray. Pray. You know what word pray mean, right? They pray. They goddamn pray. Pray now. Because the second I talk to the goddamn owner, I sound more sophisticated. Okay, how the fuck do I sound more sophisticated if I don't got more experience? That simple. That simple. So they be hoping the owner's in a cold red. But guess what? You know my owner's in a cold red. You can tell. So guess what? They hope that owner, okay? That owner now. That owner. They hope that owner is in the code red. That when they go talk to the person that put that owner in the code red, they can talk to that owner because they can't talk to that owner any other time. So they use the person that put that owner in a code red. They use the person that put that person owner in a code red as a way to know they no brochure. And they be like, and they fake their attitudes and talk nice to the person that would have did the same damn thing. And they pray that I don't go visit that owner in the code red. They pray. Because an owner that's not in the code red, I'm going to sound more sophisticated. But that owner in the code red, I'm going to deplete that whole person because it's just like, well, you need to leave. So they pray. They pray. They pray. They pray that I don't go talk to that owner in the cold red. Okay? They pray. They pray. That's what this energy, they're praying. So it's like this. We cannot hear the walls, okay? We cannot hear outside. We hear a TV show. I am straight-faced right now talking. Just straight-faced talking. You feel me? And if we switch the dial of the channel, we might get comedy. If we switch the dial of the channel, we might get action. Right now, the dial of the channel is on soap opera. Okay? On soap opera. So, it's this simple. Ancestors ended World War I. You feel me? Before World War I existed. World War I is a Akashic Records. Okay. Y'all played Dragon Ball Z, right? Y'all played Naruto, right? Y'all played My Hero Academy. What's One Piece? Y'all played I'm trying to think of a game where it's like where you can do like combos and send somebody and go get them combos, send somebody. That's what World War I was. So the little ants and roaches, they talking about the timeline. But the one-man army from medieval time, that's how many people was getting their ass whooped by one person. One person now. And you feel me? It's so, if people that usually put on that feat don't have to beat their kids. But a normal slap in the head, you feel me? Or less, you telling the kid, don't do that in anything in the goddamn future. These niggas get mollywopped harder than a bullet. Like they'll rather feel a bullet pierce their skin. Get mollywopped harder than a bullet. And start thinking in their head about how much they want the person that mollywopped them to feel that pain. And they get mollywopped until they stop talking that shit. And voila, World War I. Because all that shit talking about how they want someone to feel that pain, and whoever talked that shit to feel that pain, voila, you about to run into them. And that's what the Greek and Romans was. That's all the Greek and Romans was. It was like, if we're on our P's and Q's, they won't know we want to fight them. So the Greek and Romans made it all the way to eternity relapsing. But that was their Akashic records. Because if you want to kill somebody and then you like, let me sip my tea, that's disrespectful. So at the end of eternity, they got dropped in for all their thoughts. You feel me? Because once again, World War I, World War II, and the other casket records of all until we then completed every fight, and we could put it in World War I and World War II, was a one-man army. So, you know, that's called a rank. Why I can't have a personality, head ass. So, it's that simple. People that do that stuff and no gravity and etc., that is my competition. And guess what? I'm number one. I'm number one. I'm number one. But guess what? Everybody else wanted some. So everybody else that couldn't goddamn pull off that feat, they got dropped in to show their whole, to make their whole game arsenal of fighting moves. Okay? That's simple. That's simple. That's simple. Because, like I said, this is deja vu. That means if I didn't play the fucking first time, to the power of whatever deja vu this is, so you know, it's not that hard to see how stupid people sound. No one wants to talk about being in pain. Nor do the people that's causing the pain want to hear it. So it's like this. How someone their whole life say, don't help me, 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 don't help me. To the first time the person said don't help me, and people, and you know, if someone really wanted to help, if someone really wanted to help, if someone really wanted to fucking help, they'll be like, why not? And then you have a whole goddamn, you see this? From this point right here, I have a whole clout, you feel me? In single digits. Don't help me, don't help me, don't help me. And they'll be like, why not? Well, from right here, I have a whole clout of people seeing that I'm just like my ancestor. So, you know, I and my ancestor have to get through the people that see that I'm rich, but my ancestor put it up for his descendants. So the second that I figure out who I am, you feel me, in that category of my ancestral family tree, then I can either help that ancestor or go faster than that ancestor because I'm better than that ancestor. Then, after getting past this point of getting acknowledged that I am that ancestor that's better than the others, I have a platform that I can go into and work with less amount of clout from what the beginning of time brought. Then, from the story of lead off of the beginning of time, I can get further along in the world by giving people their privacy. Then, after giving everybody their privacy, I have to deal with the people that don't listen to me when I said don't help me. Then dealing with all the people that I said don't help me because it's just like they wanted me to cry and say don't help me. But you know, I'd rather kill you because the world is about surviving, and I know the story about how security works, and they look at me as that ancestor, which I am. Everybody else telling me that my authority, that, and I'm the heir, if since I have to be sarcastic and still use a word that still gives me the plausible proof of who I am, I'm in war with. After I get out of grave shift, then I have this whole arsenal to build from what I came from. And after I get out of this, then there's none of these questions. Then I have to deal with the people that want to still bring up these questions. And after I deal with these people that want to still bring up these questions, I got to deal with people that want to joke about want to still bring up these questions, but no, I didn't answer them so far that they sound stupid, so they want to laugh about sounding stupid, but I don't think it's funny. Then, after I get through that, I have to deal with the people that want to follow me and turn my life into a soap opera. Then, I have to make a whole wall for people that will follow under my shoes, because if I'm going to be an ancestor, I'm going to have descendants that if I didn't do nothing, they will have to do the same thing. So then it don't matter what these people say, because they're not my descendants, you feel me? My descendants don't even have to say thank you. The actions prove it. Then, after getting the most attention, I'm going to have to deal with people trying to hide that I got the most attention. And they're like, and because I make it look easy, they start talking about how they don't them. Then I got to deal with people that don't know the whole area of words. So when I say bitch, they get away from it being multi-dimensional and me saying, you know the Bloods and you know what the bitch means. Then I deal with people not knowing the native language. Then I gotta deal with people that tell me that I was just under another alias. You're that alias, you're not this alias, when I choose to go under another alias. Then I gotta dealing with shit so fast that people said it wasn't dealt with clout. And that's why I say don't help me. You can't do nothing in none of those categories of me moving, because those are my baby steps. That's not me running as a grown man. Those are my baby steps. And you can't do nothing with your baby steps. That's not a harsh thing. You are not that type of person. And you can be glad to be protected by those type of people if you don't threaten them. So when I said, and my baby steps was, and you still tried to help me, that's called a threat. Okay? When the vibe does this, that means I didn't shoot you. I didn't zozy you. I didn't exhaust you. Okay? Anytime the vibe does that, that means I shot you. Get the fuck out my house. Be happy you're alive. So, after I didn't shot you, and you made you go through your resurrection probation, and you know mine is just so smooth and fast. You think you can finesse people, but you only come back to. That's what makes me Chucky, and you trying to act like that's you being hard when that's in my repertoire of being cold-blooded, and you don't listen to my cold-blooded ways, because if I shot you, you went through resurrection probation, and now you have this awkward silence of movements because you're looking at yourself die right underneath yourself. So you won't say you didn't know what happened. You feel me? You can't say that. The fuck out my house. So when people don't listen to that, and then they start trying to put a social script on the people that don't die in the house about how about how they hate me for keeping them alive, then I have to deal with getting rid of a whole fake stench in the atmosphere and people all the way on the other side of the equator talking about how I shot them and want to do the same thing. That, oh, y'all know this part. I can multitask. I can live a life, tell people enjoy your life, or go through the whole drama fill of you telling me you know what you're gonna do, but making it sound like I don't know what I'm gonna do. And it don't sound like that. You just know I'm watching. And you know, the circle of life of people that get shot, knowing that there's other people that do that stupid shit. Y'all try to make a joke, but in the end, come with $1 billion in an unstealable wallet, and then you tell the rich man to leave. And you start talking about someone's going to rob the unstealable, or, excuse me for better words, that the rich man has to leave. The rich man can come back and prove his riches later. So that's the immaturity in the atmosphere. So when I kept saying, don't help me, and you didn't even help clout of this whole goddamn diagram that I could have showed you the first time I fucking told you to not help me. And if you did not have the common sense, then I would have shot you and talked you down with the diagram at that age. But you had the common sense then. So I just shot you because if I say don't help me, and you already have a warfare tactic to go against the whole clout of me being the ancestor that put my descendants in my shoes, so I have ancestors. Yes, I'm that prodigy. Yes, sir. Because that's my imagination. So if everybody knows my imagination and it's reality, you know, that's why I said don't help me, because I have to say it's my imagination. So obviously it got so bad, so now I have to make a film to the whole audience following other people that they know I told not to help me. So we are waiting on a descendant right now to say they are in my ancestral clout of ownership. That's what we are waiting on right now. And waiting on me. See? You see? You see what I'm saying? To go through with y'all saying, okay. You see what I'm saying? We are waiting on this descendant to bring a will of things from my ancestral clout. But I'm not an Indian giver. You see what I'm saying? It's for help. Because descendants, I am the prodigy that, let me say it again. I am the ancestor where the descendants are my ancestors, because I picked the world up and dropped it on and put my descendants in my spot. But how reality should have went, I'm still the first ancestor. That's what that whole space in the atmosphere is. Everybody else can feel their ancestors. Me, I can feel my ancestors. So, that being said, when I said don't help me for the first time, it wasn't to build up. Because if you look at this chart, if you look at this logistic chart, from when I said don't help me, if people stayed status quo, it would not be a ballistics of this noise. But because people didn't listen when I said don't help me, you feel me? It's a difference. You see, there's a difference of don't help me, and then you feel me? You see, that's what this is right here. That's what this color is for. Where I said don't help me, but they still found a way to help in a great way. This is the statistics of when I said don't help me, and then you threatened my life. Okay? So that being said, the reason why people joke about midgets is because I said don't help me. The reason why Social Securities came out is because I said don't help me. Because what happened was I picked the world up like I did the first time and dropped it on people's heads, and then all of that stupid shit went to Europe, and that's where Social Securities came out and came to America. And then that's the whole slavery story. And then Slovakia is where I reside when I came back to visit. See, then I say don't help me. So, like I said, we is waiting on clout at this moment. And I'm waiting too, because in the end, I said don't help me. So everything is a pun on don't help me. This is what the world could have been looking like if people listened to don't help me. Guess what? The people that didn't listen to don't help me think, well, when I die, I'm going to still get to enjoy it. No, you will not. I guarantee that. Okay? I promise you might be able to get that arsenal and then I don't know when, but it would not be that beneficiary that it would have been if you listened when I said don't help me. So, in the end, when I said don't help me, and you can see a whole energy that I was ready to explain, don't help me. And then you compared me to the next person where you would have understood, well, that means that person got it. And you did not listen. We have this situation. Now, the next situation is I put my descendants in the first ancestral spot. Okay? So you know when you put a when you go on your laptop or you go on something or you try to build something. So look at this. Look at reality as, you feel me, the base, right? You got to build for reality. You cannot build out sorts of reality or it will cause what we like to say, karma. So, building, because if I'm supposed to be that and I put my descendants in that spot, that's the biggest reason of don't help me. Because if you don't configure something right, it will not work, blow up, or etc. Now, there we go. That descendant we started with now, all the way back to so imagine all the descendants from starting with that descendant and then the pile of other descendants being born, joining that descendant, going to that situation that people keep waiting for me to bring up because it's oversaturated. That's stupid. To me getting to it, and I said, "Don't help me." Excuse me, I was like, gone. That's how it was more like, gone with that shit. But guess what? I didn't get to say, gone with that shit. So that means, oh. Okay. That being said, y'all are coming with this pedigree of things that didn't even work with the first get-go. It did not work with the first get-go. Y'all still coming with this pedigree of things. This pedigree. You see how small? You see how small it is? You see this pedigree of things? Okay. This pedigree of things this is what people is coming with to tell me I can't do. What they're coming with is saying that I can't run. Okay? They're saying that I can't run. And I'm like, yeah, I can run. I just don't want to run at the moment. You feel me? They're just looking at me and like, you can't go that fast. And I'm like, well, what does that fast mean? You're just looking at me. I'm not like, you're not hearing my thoughts, and I'm like, I'm about to go that fast. I'm just chilling, and people's like, you can't go that fast. And that's the pedigree of what people is coming with, okay? But that is the pedigree that they were supposed to come with that descendant. And with that's, whoa. Y'all couldn't fathom coming with. So you know how Dragon Ball Z said the God keys is like, can't sense. So we is at this point, and they is coming with this pedigree. This pedigree now. Because of all the descendants that was put in the first ancestral spot and had a good time, enjoyed life, hee hee ha ha, and then waited for the next goddamn person to turn Super Saiyan 4, and then everybody collected when they turned Super Saiyan 4, then went Gogeta, and then they did it for the last movable van time. Clout. So I said, don't help me. You feel me? I looked at everybody in the world, look at the next person that they'll be like, well, if that person said don't help me, I would damn sure not try. And they was like, this man's skill is off the charts from that guy's. And we still got this, okay? So this is why I can't get upset at nobody. That don't make sense. It don't make not a little bit of sense. It doesn't even cause a goddamn twitch of making sense. So when something starts to jive up in the area near me, and I didn't even twitch a little bit, someone tried to touch me when I said, don't help me. And that being said, if this was the first go by, which it, in reality, it kind of is, but, we would not have this whole deterioration of what the world will become, if y'all get what I'm saying. So let me show y'all this chart. And this chart, what we have here is the following of every prodigy, you feel me? The relapsing, the momentum, the web and ebb of the world. So if someone was, like I said, the first ancestor in the world web and ebb, so they relapse into a fold of space, ocean, that they don't know they're walking around as the first ancestor. Again, there's a safe mechanism for all of that. And what I am talking about is, if I chose to be the first ancestor and ball out, this is the whole situation that they will be going through. And this is why the record label told me I don't need them. They didn't know all of that, but And the thing is, like I said, how unbelievable. No gasp of hearing the walls that people outside know they gotta shut up to make it look even a little more realistic. And then they be like, man, this is stupid, I can talk. And it's just like, they're still being rude though. You can talk, you didn't have to say it was stupid. And yeah. Safe mechanism while still trying to make it better. Because in the end, this is unbelievable. So this would have caused over fathom, as you see my finger, of when I stopped showing my face in the back streets because people started whispering that I'm just being honest, so they can, so you know, if I show up slow, if I show up in the back streets slower, they're gonna be like, oh, he's just being honest. Yeah, you know you can't talk that shit to him. He just went there. And I'm still going there. I'm just not going slow. As in why I jammed my finger from the last time I was in the back streets for watching Prodigies. You feel me? Slow. Turf toe. Everybody knows 0 is security for that too. So when people do that fake attitude thing, you know what fake attitudes is. They do the fake attitude and they know 0's watching or 0's on them. The person balls out, then 0 go get turf toe. So you know I had to go save 0 from turf toe. There's many other things, but the main thing is that I'm saying is I calculated how much disrespect every person will get in the world, and they're just being honest of knowing that I've calculated that much, and they're aware of what people will be, and that still causes people to be in clout, which I do not really respect, because that is very disrespectful to see someone knows and under the campaign of don't help me since you're gonna be like that. People do their own warfare of things like the world doesn't have its own way of hospitality and security. And you know, at this moment of saying don't help me, people are watching like a movie, like I'm trying to get through clout. And it's just like, I already got through the clout. What do you mean I'm trying to get through clout? The security of don't help me is putting you through resurrection probation. And then when you come back, you see why you had to go through resurrection probation. If the best thing you got is to not listen when I say don't help me after coming back and seeing why you had to go through resurrection probation, and the best thing you got is where well, I don't know where you gonna go, okay? So it's that simple. Or when I'm gonna do this, or when I'm gonna fix my laptop. Don't worry. We're gonna go through resurrection or probation. It's gonna glow that you already know. Then you're gonna come back, see that you already knew. And then you're gonna do it again. And then and that's my campaign. You know. People are saying that I'm gonna be trigger happy. And I'm not gonna end it on the feet that I'm enjoying life to a great T. And I'm like, well, who cares? Because in the end, do y'all not know how hard it is to goddamn do what I just said? So that also being said, people know I'm that lion in the jungle, okay?
We put out Dragon Ball Z at this time. We put out My Hero Academy at this time. We put out Yu Yu Hakusho at this time. And we scattered every other anime and cartoon and My Wife and Kids, reality shows, and etc. around those animes. And Spider-Man came out at this time to confirm, and people still waiting for my anime to come out, and I'm like, so I'm not gonna talk about it. We're gonna use that as a way to confirm don't help me, and people's louder than they think. But to put descendants, you feel me? Descendants, you feel me? Descendants, you feel me? Kids, but at this point, I done did so much that every person younger than me that respects me as a Zozie can be called a descendant. And you hear that, right? Cloud. Y'all see what I'm saying? So, that being said, after putting out these music videos too, after oversaturating as I've been moving, because of the oversaturating of, that means I already did it. But that was my clout, and I'm still going through clout, but I'm in a safe zone, which in a descendant's eyes and my eyes, I wouldn't call it safe. You feel me? But I'm very prepared. So, I go in the shower, it confirms this stuff. If I go in the pool, it confirms the same thing, but people then expect that, and then the sky upside down, all of that stuff. And that brought, I can bring up, I'll probably make another video and talk directly about all of this stuff. But the main thing is to talk about, like, I'm a mother. All those people that don't agree, guess what? I'm not your mother. It's not that hard. So that's called popularity. Okay? Alright? That's called wealthiness, if not the wealthiest. Okay? I don't need to break down what responsibility is for owning real wealth. Okay? Because in the end, the stereotypes still fall in the dialogue of responsibility, which someone with wealth being respected can branch off everything that people use a dialogue off of those slang of words, if not add more. Okay? So now, we're using my wealth to say that I don't want to leave. Okay? We're using me not having to do nothing because I'm doing it faster than, well, that's my wealth too. Speed Force. Okay? And we're also using, say it with me now. Y'all say it with me now. Don't be scared. Y'all scared? Come on now. That's not me. Say it with me now. that I'm one of those sarcastic people. But in the end, responsibility is over all of it. Okay? A little more than that. But y'all get the gif. Just got Zazie. Yeah. So I'll be on live later to talk more about the diagrams of where we left off on. Make people know that everybody's about that life to some sort, but we can't see me about that life at all. Just like can't see my God key.